Let's take a look at a few total no-nos for posting on social media. I remember sitting down to open up my Facebook account way back in 2007. See, I was still in school, and after months of resisting, I eventually gave in to the peer pressure and opened the account. I'll tell you what, just for laughs, I'm going to show you my first ever profile photo. Yeah, that was a while ago. What followed was a couple of fun and innocent years of sharing photos from parties, tagging friends in on funny videos, and posting some truly cringeworthy status updates. Fast forward a few years, and social media has become more complicated and a lot less innocent than it used to be. Posting, sharing, liking, tagging, these are some of the options we're faced with as we engage with the rest of the world through these online platforms. We build our social standing and develop a feeling of popularity based on the number of likes and shares that we get. But when it comes to social media, sharing isn't always caring, and there are some things we need to learn to keep away from our digital personas. It's simply not okay to put it all out there for the world to see. You'd be surprised how it can be used against you. So how do we navigate this? Here are 8 things to ask yourself before you post or share. Is this legitimate news? Fake news has become a big problem as more people turn to social media to get their real-world updates. In South Africa, sharing fake news has actually become a punishable offense, so make sure you get your updates from a reputable source. Is this my news? It is not your place to share someone else's good or bad news on social media. Just because your friend calls to tell you that she's pregnant doesn't mean she's ready for the whole world to know about it. And come to think of it, this goes for photos as well. Don't post photos of other people without their permission, especially of babies and children. Does this have my private and valuable information? Cybercriminals want access to your personal and private information. Make sure not to post photos of your ID, your visa, mention which bank you use, or what your home address is. Will this tell people where I am? I know it's tempting to tell people that you're in some hip coffee shop or on an exotic holiday, but don't post your location. Rather wait until you return to tell people about your adventures, or cybercriminals could use that information to adventure into your home while you aren't there. Am I going to regret this later? In the moment, sending a nude may seem like an exciting thing to do, and posting a drunken photo could lead to a few laughs. But what happens when the nude finds its way into the wrong hands and a future employer sees the drunken photo? Make sure that you don't post anything that could embarrass you now or in the future. Should I keep this opinion to myself? We live in a rainbow nation with a variety of political issues at play and a history of hurt. If you have strong political or cultural views that may hurt others or get you into trouble, best keep them offline. Is this kind and respectful? Cyberbullying is on the rise, as usernames give people the anonymity to say whatever they feel on social media with no consequences to themselves. However, the personal damage done to people cannot be understated, as suicide rates due to cyberbullying continue to rise. So let's choose kindness and be part of the solution rather than part of the problem. And last but not least, if in doubt, ask yourself this. Would I want my grandma to see this post? We all have people in our lives in whose eyes we would like to remain faultless. If you're about to share an image, an opinion, or even a rant, think on whether it would ruin their view of you and how you would feel if the whole world felt that way. Now, while you heard these guidelines, you were probably just picturing Facebook and Instagram, right? But did you know that all of these rules apply to WhatsApp as well? Yes, WhatsApp is a social media, so you should be just as careful when using the messaging giant. Just because you think you're having a private conversation doesn't mean that what you say or post may not end up in the public eye. And these guidelines don't just apply to what you post, but to what you're liking as well. Remember that when you like something, you're agreeing with it, and you can be held equally responsible for it in a court of law. So, post wisely and carefully consider before you hit that share button. Some things are better left unsaid. I'm Melissa Taylor, and I'm part of the Cyber Angels team. For more content on how you can keep yourself and your loved ones safe online, please follow our social media pages. Have a great day.